It is time for more Minecraft Bingo. I'm on my own looking at seed 14444, which is an interesting card. It doesn't have any blue rocks on it, which is unusual. There's a lot of stuff that would come from desert mesa kind of areas. We do need a jungle. We've got the name tag, the beetroot stew, the cake, the ender pearl, which could all be a bit dodgy, but the rest of the card doesn't look too bad. I think I counted 27 iron. Gothberry's video hasn't aired, so I don't know the spawn point, but it is a boats week, so I expect the spawn point's in the ocean. And it is. And let's see. I see some taiga on one side. It looks like there is desert savanna over in that direction, so I think that's where we're going to head to start. And so we'll take our boats to get there. There's some kind of ravine-y kind of thing right here, but it doesn't look too interesting. So I think we want to head that way. There's some sugarcane right there. I only need a little bit of sugarcane. I'm going to grab 2 boats. Usually I just grab 1. But I'm going to try to grab it now while I see it. There's more over there, but I'm not going to go that far out of the way since we're headed that way. But I think 6 sugarcane is enough for this card based on what I counted, and I don't think there's any mushroom stew, so I don't need to worry about that. I do need the acacia sapling, so we're going to use acacia trees as our first thing to chop down. And should I go for these or should I go for those? This is very hilly, and I don't see any signs of any desert structures here. So unless there is a good acacia that's closer to shore, I think I'm going to go to one of these lower lying ones, just so I don't have to climb. Yeah, I'm going to do that. And yeah, start off with the tools. We'll need some extra wood for the sign. And if we can find any kind of cave to get some stone and a little bit of iron, there's a number of other things that we could get started on this card. But I definitely want to make sure that this tree leaves are all going to decay. And then let's just take a quick peek and see if there's stone visible somewhere right here. I don't think so, so let's just dig down. And I will do it. Oh, hey, guess what? I already managed to get a thing. That's terrific. Let's go ahead, put this down. Boop, 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 boop. And do I think I'm going to get the beetroot stew? Let's not bank on it just yet. I will, however, I will want that for a fermented spider eye, and I will want this for fireworks rockets, so we'll go ahead and do that. Let's find ourselves some stone. And if we happen to dig into some iron, that's great too. But I do want to get tools going while I have my crafting table out. And yeah, I want all the tools. I do want a furnace, because obviously there's sand here that we could turn into the glass bottle, as well as a cactus that we could turn into the cactus green. And it would be great to find some coal or something, but happen to dig down in a spot where there's none of that. So we can worry about that later. But yeah, Thanksgiving is coming up. It's coming up kind of early this year on the calendar. And yeah, I am trying to get ahead on a number of videos. And ooh, there's chickens here. They have been here since spawn. And I do need an egg if I'm going to get the cake. And the cake is a possibility on this card. And I see some coal. So let's see. Let's start getting the... oops, half of this cooked up in there. I might need to... No, I don't need to trade with villagers for anything. There's not that much iron, so 8 coal is going to be enough, I think. Let's go ahead and turn 1. I do want to do a bunch of dungeon delving in this seed. And I am going to want another furnace, probably. So let's get that going. And let's see, is it time to put the cactus in here yet? Yes, so let's get that. And is there anything else in this little cave area? No. Okay, so I think that then we're going to be done in here. Let's go ahead and craft this guy up. And this guy's ready to go. Thank you. And whoop. All right, made it back out. We're at 4 minutes. 5 minutes would get us to where these chickens might be laying. So let's see what other things we could do around here. If I had the iron, I could pick up one of these guys. So let's see if there's a cave. It looks like there might be one over here where I can grab the iron, grab my little shrub, and then move on. I could also dig up some of this in order to get my flint. Not the most productive thing in the world, but it's a thing that needs to be done at some point. And while we're waiting on the chickens is not a bad time to do it. But I'm still not seeing a cave for iron. Let's take one more peek over in this direction. Food. I don't have any food animals ready to go. There's a million chickens here, though. Oh, and I hear a zombie. Okay. Hold the phone. Yeah, okay, there's definitely bad guys down here. So let's get some food going and play a game called Find the Bad Guys. Bad guys, where are you? Bad guys. Show me the iron in your cave. I feel like it doesn't sound like a dungeon. And honestly, well, here's some iron at least. That's actually good enough to sate me for the moment. We don't have to find the cave. With the iron, I can make an iron pickaxe and a pair of shears, and we'll be in not bad shape. So let's get the iron cooking up in here. It is going to need a little bit more, so I'll throw that in there. And then this should be on the bar. I need some kind of blocks on the bar. That can be on the bar for now. I know at some point in the future I'm going to need this, so let's do that. I know at some point in the future I am likely to need that. So let's do that. And then let's also acknowledge that I have not gotten enough wood yet on this card. And let's solve that problem. And it's already time to go looking for the eggs. So let me make sure that all of my cooking stuff is in good order. That's going. This is running out. Okay. We just got more wood. So let's do that. I need to grab this. I want to transform these. Let's go grab an egg and a shrub. There's the eggs. Okay, great. And, oh, there's the cave entrance, which I failed to see before. And the shrub was right over here, I think. Yeah. And I don't really need the blocks, I don't think. But I'm going to grab some extra blocks just to have them. Because blocks are nice. Okay. And I'm still short on meats. So let's grab a little bit of that. And yeah, that's going to have to be good to go for now. The iron pickaxe is the other thing that I could go ahead and craft. Let's imagine we're going to find buckets in dungeons, is what I'm hoping for. And let's switch our blocks to these. And at this point, I can discard this and this and this. And yeah, okay, we've gotten most of what we need out of the desert at this point. If we saw a mesa, let's take a quick peek in case there's a dungeon. If we saw a mesa, there's not. We could go looking for the gold easily out near the surface. If we see a jungle, obviously there are jungle items that we need to get. I heard the zombie there, so we have significant caves over here. Do any of them lead to dungeons? There's more iron at least, which I do still need. We're going to do a lot of shallow caving in this one since I don't need the blue rocks. I may never need to go down deep. I could get the redstone and the gold from shallower areas from various places. So that's kind of my goal on this card, is to pull that off if I can. We're going to be a little bit trapped here. I think we'll be okay. Yeah. Okay, what did we manage to get from this guy? Some of the gold, which is great, as well as a bone. Didn't quite see everything, but that's okay. I don't need to know all of the details just yet. Let's keep moving. We managed to find one dungeon. I want to find more. And I want to try to find a jungle on the surface. And we need to stay near the surface shortly because we're going to need Endermen, but I could really use some more food animals. So that's among my top priorities. I see some more sugarcane over here, and if I do get the cake, I will need more of it. I also happen to see clay for the first time that I noticed it. So let's grab that. At this point, I believe I have all the sugar that I need. If it goes in my inventory, which it cannot because my inventory is full. So it's fortunate that we noticed that. Here we go, food. Once again, needs to go in my inventory. And is that the only pig who's right here? It seems like sadly, yes. There are more sheep over here. And the mutton probably also won't go. Here's some more pigs. Let's go after the pigs this time. Better food anyway. Alright. So I can get this cooking. Did I get any string for spider webs? I did, or for spider webs, for fishing pole? I did. So I think it's time to set down our furnaces and do some work. So let's do that. We're gonna focus on food for the moment, and so we're gonna get all the food cooked up, and we can cook up other things later. We are gonna make a fishing rod and do some fishing. And we're going to toss out some items that we do not need. Yeah, I guess that's kind of good for now. Let's go ahead and catch the fish. I see these guys down here. I should probably go down there and get them right now, because I don't want to forget about it later. And squids are easy to forget about. Well, I'm going to stay near the surface this whole time, though. Let's not worry about the squids just yet. We'll find a better opportunity to grab them. I could craft up a gold sword right now, but I think the fish is about to come up. Yeah. Okay, great. Let's do that gold sword since I was just talking about it. And let's also get more sticks because I'm sure I'll need them for something. All right. And I can also go ahead and craft up this guy. We're going to need to start looking for Enderman here in a moment. And then there's other things I could be cooking. I could be cooking this, so let's throw that in there. And I could be cooking other meats, so let's throw those in there. And let's get my good meats on the bar now. And then I could be cooking up iron next. The Endermen have not started to spawn yet. The desert's probably a good place to try to find them. That might be a good squid to go after. And here come zombies, which I'm going to have to deal with while my furnaces are finishing up. So let us do so. Hey, you dropped a carrot. What a guy. What was the other thing I said I needed to cook? I don't remember right now, so we're just going to get moving. After we craft up this, like so. Oh, it's the iron is the other thing I need to cook. Okay, that's fine. We'll get that eventually. This squid has come to the surface. He apparently heard my pleas. I don't know that they were pleas, really. But he heard me talking and decided he wanted to be a bro. And so there we go. Okay, we are looking for an Enderman. Desert and Savannah is a good place because it's relatively flat to look for an Enderman. So we shall do so. We do still need a spider eye. So if I see a group of spiders, that could be good to go after as well. And we are also looking for a jungle on the horizon, so we kind of want to move in new directions. And I think apart from that, there aren't really... I need like a piece of gunpowder. There's a Enderman. Need a piece of gunpowder. So that is another consideration, mildly. Okay. That's a good reason to have blocks in the bar. Make sure the Enderman doesn't fall in the water, because he's so eager to see you that he just overruns the coastline. And you know what? This creeper looks like he's in a good spot to try to get us some gunpowder from one of his cronies. I hear something else. I thought I heard something else. I thought there was someone else sneaking up on me. Okay, there's my gunpowder. Yeah, so at this point we are looking for structures. If we saw a village, that would help us get the beetroots. There's the mesa. That'll help us get the rest of the gold that we need very easily without having to go down deep, because once again, I don't need any of the deep ores. I don't need lapis. I don't need diamonds, and I've already gotten all the redstone I needed from that first dungeon. So any kind of cave in the mesa, or possibly we might even just spy the gold underwater. I just need 2 more pieces, 1 for a shovel and 1 for the golden melon. Looks like there's like a through cave over here. Here's a cave. There's a skeleton guarding it, but I think it's worth it. Just to pop over here briefly. I can deal with the skeleton. I have good meats. Alright. And I'll be able to eat the meat in a moment. And here are the things we want. It won't go in my inventory just yet, because once again I need to clean things up a bit. Oops. Let's get some stuff out of my inventory by cooking very briefly. And it turns out that I am going to need more coal. So let's try to find some coal. Whoa, gosh, I almost just looked at you. That could have been deadly. I don't see any coal down here. What else could I craft? I can eat this right now. So let's do that just to get that out of my inventory. Let's go ahead and switch axes. And what are the other things that I could craft? The hopper will come extremely soon because these are cooking up. And with the gold, I can go ahead and make the shovel because I made the sword before. And then we need that as nuggets for later. And then the sign is something I could go ahead and make. So let's make that guy. And let's do that just to free up an inventory spot. And then I don't need that. I don't need that. I don't need that. And I have the paper and the gunpowder, which means I can make the fireworks rocket. And then I don't need that, or that, or that, or that. Okay, we're in much better shape once again, inventory-wise. And we can also go ahead and make the hopper. Is that what I want to make with my iron? I think that's fine. And that'll get the chest out of my inventory. Okay, so the inventory management problem has been solved. The gold has been gotten. Now we are searching for other easy caves where we can get some iron. We are searching for a jungle. And it's kind of an easy looking cave over there. A village to get beetroots. And any dungeons where we might be able to get a name tag is what I recall that we still need on the card. And I don't know that I see any of these things over here. I think I need to update the card and get a glance at it to make sure there's nothing else important that I'm forgetting. So let's quickly do this. The spider eye is another thing. So let's keep an eye out for a spider near the shore that we can tackle easily. I don't think I saw a dungeon there. The land here doesn't look too steep. So let's head in this direction. Let's go overland, try to get the spider, and try to keep an eye out for dungeony places. That was just gravel, yeah. Okay. So far, I think this one's going good, but this is the place where it could slow down tremendously because most of the easy stuff other than some more iron has been gotten. I'm going to leave that boat behind because I don't know that we're necessarily going to be using boats, and I think I still have one more in my inventory anyway. And there were a number of zombies with weapons right on the shoreline. So I think all of those spoke to, hey, I thought it was a jungle, but it's just a swamp tree that's kind of like high up in the air. How much more iron do I need? 7, 11, 17 or something. So I still need a lot of iron. So if we see any kind of cave system, I should really dive in just to make sure that I get the iron. I'm still not seeing the jungle. And I'm still not seeing other structures. I don't need that pumpkin. And I haven't seen cows yet to try to go after the cake. Speaking of which, though, I might have to grow some wheat. I hadn't really thought of that. Right, and if I don't find the buckets in the dungeon, like if I wanted to do the cake, I would also need a bunch of iron to make the buckets. So I think the cake is becoming less and less likely with each passing second. Don't think there's going to be a dungeon in that cave up there. We really need to start heading downstairs, but I really want to see if there's a jungle on the horizon. We'll go a little bit farther and peek around for a jungle. Let's try to get the high ground up here, I think. There's still going to be a bunch of iron to cook, so having a little bit more coal is likely to be good. I'm pretty sure those are... Oh, okay. I just threw that out of my inventory for some reason. So we'll go ahead and do that, and we'll item repair them together in a moment. Is that a jungle? That is a jungle. Okay, we're headed this way. And here's my spider. Great. Please drop a spider eye. I know the odds are only 1 in 3, but for you, it could be 1 in 1, because you could be the guy. So why don't you show me that you're the guy? You're not the guy. All right. I tried to encourage him. It did not work. And I should have outrun the creeper, so I'm not worried about item repair. All right. Okay, so in the jungle, there are 2 items that we ought to be able to get relatively easily, although I still don't have the wheat. Oh, here's the cow. Okay, so the cows are back here, so if we do find a bunch of buckets, that is a possibility. Let's hope the melons are in this jungle. But yeah, I'm still way behind on iron. All right, and I think I have 1 bone in my inventory right now. It's probably not enough to grow all the wheat that I'm going to need. Cocoa beans and melons. I see a cocoa bean over there. Did I just see a melon? Or was it a yellow flower? It was yellow flower. Let's head towards this cocoa bean. Continue keeping our eye out for the melons. Let's get the cocoa bean to go in my inventory, please. Thank you. Here's a melon. And I hear more cows. They are right here. Okay, and so Jungle Cave could be great. Let's look for a cave entrance. Anywhere? Bueller? I'm tempted to start digging down. Yeah, because I just need iron, and digging down can even work for iron. But let's go... Which way am I headed? I would need to head back to the west. I'm headed east right now. Any cave systems at all visible? I don't think so. I think we got to dig. Okay. I don't have a water bucket yet, so digging straight down is dangerous. But we're going to do it. Okay. We're still alive. We need to get a bunch of iron. Okay, he's gotten stuck in the water, so I can go this way to get to the iron. And hopefully a dungeon with a name tag. Ah, darn it, he got back out of the water. What a guy. How come the bat doesn't want to save me here? Isn't that what bats do? They jump in front of the arrows. Okay, what did I say? I need somewhere in the order of 20 iron. So let's go get it. I think that was like 7. Don't see it happening that way. How are there no dungeons in any of this nice cave? Here's some more iron. Okay, no one's coming after me. We'll need to start cooking this up in a minute. The next pocket of iron I find, I'm going to set down my furnaces and make sure that I have enough coal. Is this a pocket? No, it's just 1 piece. Okay, let's do that. You won't be able to shoot me right now. Come a little bit closer. I thought I was going to make him hit the zombie. It didn't work. Glad we made the second, what do you call it? Okay, time to set these down. Half the iron goes here. Boop, boop. Half the iron goes here. Boop. And could I possibly... I don't think so. Make all the buckets that I need is what I'm trying to think through. I don't think it's going to happen. I would need to make more furnaces. I need to not die. How about that? Alright, get hungry again. Okay, get hungry again. There we go. Let's start crafting some things up and make sure the iron is cooking. More furnaces probably could help, but I'm a little bit frazzled right now, so let's just focus on making some items. I can make a compass. I can make rails. Let's make another one of these. And get half of this in there. with one of these. And a couple of those. Oops. And actually, one of them needs to go back in here. Actually, both of them need to go back in there. Okay, this is starting to speed up, though. Okay. What else can I make with my iron? That thing, and then it's the buckets, and I'm not sure that I have enough for the buckets, and there's not going to be time for the buckets anyway. I need to make the watermelon, so let's do that. What else have I forgotten to craft? I think it's going to be everything. Let's make this thing, and then let's update the card. Cookies, crap. I have all of the ingredients. I can make this happen. Come on. Come on. Come on. Come on. Ah. Ah! The cookies came 1 second too late at 15:01. So I got 20 items rather than 21. Gosh darn it. And yeah, I killed the one spider and never got the spider eye. Yeah, I don't feel too bad about that, but I knew I kind of screwed things up at the end. I ended up going for the extra iron rather than crafting all the things that I needed to do. I would have had 3, 6, 9, so I would have had all the buckets that I needed. And I have the egg sugar available, and I had the ingredients for the wheat, but yeah, once again, I didn't have enough time. And yeah, I didn't have enough bone meal to get the wheat, so the cake was a lost cause. I shouldn't have gone for the extra iron. I should have just focused on the crafting. So I got 20 rather than 21. But overall, that was a pretty good and exciting card. So yeah, I'm not unhappy with how that one went, and I hope that you guys enjoyed watching it. I hope, as always, that you guys are having a great day, and I will see you again soon with more Minecraft Bingo. For now, bye-bye.